Morning, everybody. Man, as I am recording this today, I miss being with you guys. I hope everyone out there is doing well and staying safe, and I'm just thankful that I get to share a little bit with you guys again this morning. So today we are going to look at a passage that is a little more challenge and a little less encouragement. So I think these are important words for us to remember, especially as the world seems to be just going into a really rough season, in the middle of a really rough season right now. So we're going to look at the book of First John. And in First John, so much of this book is talking about really practically how we can live out our faith, what it looks like to be a child of God. It talks about how we are loved by God, and so much of it talks about how we are called to love the people that are around us. And so that's what we're going to be looking at in these verses, 1 John chapter 3, verses 17 and 18. If you'd follow along with me, it says, "But whoever has the world's good and sees his brother in need and closes his heart against him, how does the love of God abide in him? Little children, let us not love with word or with tongue, but in deed and in truth." Really practically, we are called as Christians to love other people. The entire book of First John talks about how we are loved by God and we're supposed to love other people. But we don't get to just say that we love each other and kind of smile and go along our happy way and not do anything about that. So if we say that we love someone but our actions don't back it up, well, that's not really love, is it? If I told my family that I loved them but never spent time with them, never gave anything, sacrificed anything for them, never wanted to help them in any way, I think most of us would argue that I don't really love them. I just tell them that I love them. Well, in the exact same way, our words, the things that we say, have to line up with the things that we do, with the way that we act and the way that we treat other people. So First John gives us just a really super practical application of this that I think is probably really significant for us today, as we've got so many people around us that are losing jobs and are struggling to make ends meet right now. I know of so many people, even just inside of our church, that are really struggling to get by right now. And when we read these verses, whoever has the world's goods and sees his brother in need and chooses not to help him, how can we say that God's love abides in us? If we see a church family that we call brother and sister and choose not to help them in their time of need, that's not the love of God as it's described here in First John. So I know that this one may hit a little too close to home for some of us, but this isn't me talking. This is just me communicating the words of God. So my challenge for you, my challenge for us, as I have opportunities in the same way that you guys do, let's go look for opportunities to be a blessing to other people. Let's look for ways that we can use the resources, the finances, the food, the homes that God has given us, whatever it might be, that we can use those things to be a blessing to someone else, to show the love of God to someone else. So let's not just be Christians and say that we love God with our words. Let's prove it and show it with our actions in the way that we bless people that are in our community groups, the way that we bless people that are in our neighborhoods, people that you might sit next to in church every Sunday morning when we get back, or have for years and years as you've come to church and sat in the same row as them and shaken their hand every Sunday morning. They may really be struggling right now. And it's our job as the church, it's our job as Christians who have been loved by God, as God gave generously to us, we are commanded to give generously, to give of ourselves and our resources to other people. So I hope that resonates for you. I hope that makes sense for you. And I hope that challenges you in the same way that it's challenged me as I was getting ready to share with you guys this morning. So thank you guys so much for checking us out. Look for one Look for one really practical way today that you can show the love of God to someone else in the way that you treat them. Thank you guys for tuning in. We'll see you again soon. Have a great day.